Okay, so now we will talk about different sizes, such as small, big, short, or tall. So let's try it out. The first word we have is grande. Grande, which means big. Grande, big. Grande, grande. And the second one is pequeño, which means small. Pequeño, small. Grande, big. Pequeño, small. And pequeño ends with the letter O, which means that if the thing is referring to is female, you would say pequeña. Pequeña. If it's masculine, you would say pequeño. But when it comes to grande, grande ends with the letter E. So in this case, you do not have to say, it doesn't depend on the gender. But pequeño does, because it ends with the letter O. So grande, it doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine, you say grande. Pequeño, it does matter. So if it's something pequeño, you use masculine, pequeña, feminine. So yeah, pequeño or pequeña. So one more time, grande, big, pequeño, small, or pequeña, small, female, feminine. And the next one, here we have alto, which means tall. Alto. So the same rule applies because alto ends with the letter O. So if it's female, you're referring to something feminine, you would say alta. Alto or alta. Alto, alta. If they are both mixed, you would say altos. They are tall. Altos. If they're plural and mixed. Altos. If they're both female, if it's plural and female, you would say altas. Altas. If it's mixed, altos, and if it's only masculine, also altos, because the masculine takes precedence over the mixed form in plural. Okay, so yes, alto and bajo. Bajo means short, and the same rule applies bajo or baja. Bajo, short. Alto, tall. So yes, alto, bajo. One more thing. If you're ever driving in a Spanish-speaking country, my mistake, in a Spanish-speaking country, you might see the sign, the stop sign, and it would say alto. So we use the word alto whenever we refer to stop. Alto. So yeah, in a Spanish-speaking country, the stop sign will say alto in big letters. So in English, it says stop. In Spanish countries, alto. Stop. So yes, alto means tall, and it also means stop. Alto, whenever you're driving. Alto. Or bajo. Bajo, short. Because that's one thing, because stop, if you want to tell somebody to stop, you would say detente, to detain yourself, to kind of like detent yourself, detente. Because we have a special word for to stop, and a special word for driving. So whenever you have to drive and you have to stop, we use alto. For other ones, we use detener, which is the verb for to stop. Detener. We have a different word for that. Okay. One more time, one more example. We also have chico, which means small. Chico. Or some people say chico, referring to a boy or a child. So you might hear some people say, oh, oye, chico, hey boy, hey child, oye, chico, hey boy. So yes, chico can also refer to a boy or a child. Some people say it like that. But yes, the chico really means small. And some people use it for boys and childs. Small, chico. And the next one is chica, which means small but female, feminine. Chica. And it also means a girl. Some people say, oh, mira la chica, look at the girl. Chica. So yeah, chica means girl. And small. Chico means child, boy, and small. So yes, chico, small, chica, small. And boy and girl. Let's try the next ones. Let's go for the examples. The first example is El león es grande. The lion is big. El león es grande. The lion is big. So this one is simple. Oh, this one is an exclamation mark. So you have to say it with emotion. El león es grande. The lion is big. El león es grande. And the next one. El gato es pequeño. So once again, we have exclamation marks. The cat is small. El gato es pequeño. The cat is small. So yeah, simple. El gato está. My mistake. Está pequeño. We use está because he is temporarily small. If I was to say es pequeño, it means that he's always small. El gato es pequeño. He's always small. So we can say los gatos son pequeños. Cats are small in general. But this cat, you can say está because he's temporarily small and he will eventually grow. So el gato está pequeño. He is small. If you say es pequeño, it means he's always small. Okay, and let's try another example. El hombre es alto. The man is tall. El hombre es alto. And we say tall because he's tall and he's just gonna stay tall. El hombre es alto. The man is tall. In these cases, you can also say el hombre está alto. Both are actually okay. El es alto, he's always tall, or está, temporarily tall because he might get taller. Está alto. And the next one. La mujer es baja. The woman is short. La mujer es baja. The woman is short. So yeah, pretty simple. La mujer es baja. The next example. El bebé está chico. The baby is small. El bebé está chico. The baby is small. And we use está because he's temporarily small. Since it's a baby, it will get bigger. So el bebé está chico. He's still small. If we say es chico, it means that the baby is always small. But we use está because it's temporary. The next one. El perro es pequeño. The dog is small. El perro es pequeño. And I use es because it's a Chihuahua dog and they're always small. They're not gonna get super big. So in this case, you can say es pequeño. The dog is small. El perro es pequeño. And that's it for this one. And feel free to check out the Quizlet and don't forget to listen to music in Spanish, watch some, read some books, listen to music, watch some movies, just have fun with Spanish. Procrastinate your way into learning Spanish. That's my recommendation. Okay, thanks for watching. So now it's your turn to practice Spanish. You can find the lessons Quizlet by going into the lecture resources folder. Thanks for watching.